Okay, welcome to the video tutorial on how to go through and record a screenshot, which is exactly what I'm doing now, a screen recording. A screenshot is normally just a photograph of the entire screen, but what I'm doing right now is recording the entire screen while it's moving with audio attached. Okay, what we're going to do today is we're going to go through this thing here, where increase the size a little bit, bring that down. We're going to go through and first of all look at this thing called CamStudio, the software I'm using today, which is this little program right up here. Okay, first of all, let's go through these bullet points. First of all, where to find the software. Like everything, the best thing to do is just type CamStudio, or whatever you're looking for, into Google or another search engine. CamStudio 2.0 I think is the most recent piece of software on this, and on the same page that you find the CamStudio software, try to go to the CamStudio site. You'll also see down the bottom a codec installed as well. So basically what you do is you download the software and you download the codec. What is codec? Well, the codec is basically, it's a piece of compression stuff. Okay, so it compresses the software so that you can actually have a smaller video size. Okay, so instead of certain codecs, you have this gigantic video, like it'd be like a gigabyte big. Okay, but as good codec will look the same quality, but it will squish it down into a smaller size. So download the codec from the site too. It's quite useful and it works really, really well. Then you install the software and the codec. Okay, we won't go into too much detail there. It's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, making a recording. Okay, what I'm doing right now is I'm making a recording. Okay, what I've done is right up here in this CamStudio, this button here is normally red. So what we do is we go through and we press that little red button. Okay, and that little red button, once you press it, will start recording the entire screen, which you're seeing right in front of you right now. Okay, now the whole screen is a huge video. Okay, all the stuff on the outside is basically wasted stuff. Okay, because all the really good stuff is here in the middle. Okay, this is all the good stuff where all the action's happening. Okay, so how do we fix that? Well, what we do is we go through and we go, okay, I don't want to record the whole screen. I just want to do a fixed region. So I click on that, and what I'm going to do is, now there's a few sizes that YouTube like, okay, but whatever they like it at a ratio of 4:3. Okay, so in other words, if I can divide that by, that's just a ratio. Go back to maths, have a look there. Here is what I'm using, 800 by 600, so a reasonable size to see some decent resolution, and also good. Once I go OK there, next time I press my record button, this little invisible box will come up, and I move it around and I place it over my object, and I go click. As soon as I click downwards, click. Okay. Then I have got that region being videoed. Now this box here is around about 800 by 600 wide. How do I know? That's because in the background I've actually got this 800 by 600 rectangle that I can use to make sure things are actually about the right size. I can go like that. Okay, bring the bottom up. Yeah, is that right? And so I can go through and make sure that my image here, my program, is 800 by 600. So when I press record next time, it'll only videotape this region here, and everything outside that box will not be videoed. Okay, that's set in the region. Really useful. Why? This stuff here is distracting, and plus it's wasted stuff. Now beware. See how I've dragged this in here? Okay, if I've recorded this section here, this will be recorded also. This box, you'll see it dumped on top of stuff. If you bring other things as well, you'll see them. But it's also really good too, because you can actually have files out here and just go through and go click, click. and you can bring up other files from outside, and if it's the right program, it'll just pop up inside this box. If that program's already open inside that box at that size. Okay. Running out of time. I've got 8 minutes and 46 seconds left. Right, here goes. Oh, what was my next thing? Setting the codec. Ah yes, the codec. We've talked about codec already. Okay. What I'll do is I'll go to video options right here, and I'm going to choose the CamStudio lossless codec. Now I've looked up the internet, and lots of people give lots of different advice about what is the best compression and squishing down software you can get. But I've just chosen this one because I like this one the most out of the options that are on this box here. So as you can see, I've chosen CamStudio lossless codec because it gives a nice clear picture at the very end, and it's not too huge, the end file. Okay, CamStudio lossless codec, cool. Feel free to make your own decision about that. Okay, next one, that's the codec, tick, done. Making a background and why. I've sort of talked about this already. In the background out here, if I right click and go properties, go desktop, as you can see here, I've actually put an 800 by 600 image in the background so that I can go through and bring any piece of software that's up and open at the moment and go and drag it into that box and then drag it to the right size. This is a nice little piece of software, this PDF exchange viewer, because I can just go through and go ching and get rid of the bars off the top. Okay, and then I could go through and drag it up so you wouldn't even record that top bar. Okay, more value for money that way. Cool. Okay, F11, just bring it back down again. Right, back in the background and why. To keep it, give me an idea about what size it's recording at that time. Cool. Click. Okay, I'll make sure it's centered, and you've got a color in the background too to make it different from the white one that I've put there. Ask me, if you're in my class that is, if you've got any questions about that. Okay, what are we up to now? Oh, processing the video, yes. Once this video has been recorded, like once you press the stop button here, it'll ask you where you want to save it. Okay, so I'll be saving it in a file somewhere. Okay, and where's that file? It'll ask me where I want to do it. I can save it to the desktop, I can save it anywhere I want. That's all good. Okay, but you'll find when you do save it to that certain point, with my videos right there, you'll see that this is the final version here. For example, this example number 2 is 538 megabytes big, half of a gigabyte. That's quite a sizable chunk. I can squeeze it down to a smaller version, 66 megabytes. Okay, so it's almost a tenth of the size, and it makes it easy to download up into the internet real fast. It hasn't got the same detail, but it's small and easier to upload to the internet. How to do that? Well, super copy. I think it's called super copy something or other. Okay, I just Googled this, eWriteSoft super, and the link is also available on my blog. Right, here's the settings I've got for this. Okay, the output container is an MP4. You saw my little MP4s before, and these things here, they're little QuickTime MPG4 movies. That's the container. The output codec keeps it nice and crisp and clear, yet making it a nice small video, is H.264/ABC. And over here we have got the audio codec as well. I've just chosen this one here because it works nicely. Okay, and I've left everything else based on the same settings as it's got there. Right, when I've got a big, horrible, clunky video that my thing is just produced, for example this gigantic one here, I get the video and I drag and drop it into that box down the bottom. That one there will be converted. This one here is an AVI file, which came straight out of this CamStudio, and it'll convert it into an MP4 video, and it'll be quite small in comparison. Okay, but where is it saving to? Watch this. Right click the background, The good thing of all the stuff here, you just got to do it once and it's all set up for you. Output file saving management, click there, and you can find the place to save the rendered file. As you can see here, it's saving it into my Blender file, tutorials Blender, and that's the one right down there that you saw before. Great. Oh, running out of time. How do I know I'm running out of time? Well, as I think I said before, I said that YouTube has only got 15 minutes of video available. This time has come down to that. Good timing, Google it, download it, or get it off my blog, the link that is. And when it does that, it'll come up with only this box here, I think, once you've installed it. You go File. Actually, no, you just go New, and it will pop this box up here. This little box here gives you the opportunity to make lots of different timing choices. That 0 at the front is hours, that 15 is minutes, and that 10 is seconds. So when I first started doing this recording, I set it as 0 hours, 15 minutes, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, so I got a chance to actually get everything set up once I press my go button. For example, let's say I've got that there. Let's just pick a different one. Let's say 10 minutes and 10 seconds. I've made all these ones down here, by the way. They're there because that's what I've used in the past. I go create, and this box here will pop up. That one there won't be there. Okay, and when it does, I just go click, click on my stopwatch that I'm counting down on, and it'll start ticking down from there. Notice I've got 2 there. That's the one I was working on before. So I've got 2 minutes and 17 seconds of this video left before I've got to quickly round it up. And that's the other one I set up there. Cool. Right, and that's it. Occasionally in your videos you will get interrupted. Feel free to press the pause button and then come back to it afterwards. If you make hideous mistakes, don't go through and stop it and scrap the entire thing and start over again. This is mainly for the other people in the class and for yourself, because we are becoming the experts at doing video tutorials for one specific chemistry paper. Okay, if you've got no idea what I'm talking about the chemistry paper, check out the blog. That's why this tutorial is here, because we're going to be videotaping a guided tour through the exam papers in chemistry. Okay, if you can hear that in the background, it's my dog snoring. It's utterly disgusting. Anyway, on that positive note, I'm going to finish the tutorial by pressing this little button right here, and when I do that, I will save my video to a certain file. It will take a while, but it will save it to a certain file on my desktop, not my desktop, my computer. Okay, until next time.